Week 6, rivalry week, and we're here with Nick getting owned. Good job, Nick. All that shit talking didn't lead you anywhere besides a loss. We're going to go through divisions to start out. They're wide open right now in mine, and in the other one, there are 5 people tied for 3 and 2. We'll get into who I'm going to take the division a little bit later, but let's jump right in. I mean, here we go, rivalry week. I mean, we're here. It's time. Now, if you don't like your rival too fucking bad, you're gonna hate him now. So you have to play him twice a year, starting this year. We're gonna start with me and Jason. We're gonna break down 3 players that are gonna make an impact on everybody's team, and I'm gonna pick a winner. I'm gonna pick me to win, obviously. Tom Brady, Eddie Lacy, and Willie Snead. We just made a trade for Eddie Lacy, and I think Jace got a pretty good deal out of it, too, when I traded him. I gave him Tannehill and Carlos Hyde. But I have Tom Brady, Eddie Lacy, Willie Snead on there. I believe those 3 can really make a difference. Tom Brady at Indy, I think it'll be a shootout. Eddie Lacy at San Diego, they can't play defense to save their life. And Willie Snead at Atlanta. And I guess Drew Brees doesn't throw to anybody else other than him. With Jason having, I think Tannehill will come back and have a good week, because it's against me. So, Allen Robinson against Houston, I believe he can light it up like he's been. And he went with a wild card this week with the Lions defense against Chicago. Now that could bite him in the ass or win him the game. Who the fuck knows? But I'm taking me to win. Next, we get up to Nick versus Chris. And Nick has Adrian Peterson all day at Kansas City. Well, Kansas City at them. Randall Cobb against San Diego, and Jay Cutler at Detroit. I think if you have anybody on Chicago, I think you play him this week because Detroit is fucking terrible. On Chris's side, I have Andy Dalton, who's the #1 quarterback in fantasy football. Now let's sit there and think about that for a minute. Andy Dalton is the #1 quarterback in fantasy football. Yep. He has Larry Fitzgerald at Pittsburgh, and he's got Eli Manning at Philly, and I really think Dalton and Eli can really lead the pack. I think Eli is 5th, actually, in the league, and I think those will carry him to a loss this week. Go, Nick. Fuck you, Chris. Jake versus Joe. This one's been brewing for about 3 years. So, Matt Ryan at New Orleans. It's for Jake, by the way. Marshawn Lynch, Carolina. He's coming back. I believe he's going to have a good week. If he plays. And Antonio Gates at Green Bay has been fucking lighting it up already. He just came back. So I think Gates is in the best shape. He's missed 5 games, so he's, don't have no tread in the tires yet. I'm going to think he's going to tear it up. Devontae Freeman for Joe, Cam Newton, and the Bengals. And Devontae Freeman's at New Orleans, who can't stop anybody. Then again, it might turn into a shootout. Cam Newton at Seattle, I think Seattle is a pretender now. I think anybody can beat them at home, as the Lions almost did. And the Bengals defense at Buffalo, I think Bengals defense is a really solid play against them. He has nobody to throw to, nobody to run the ball. Tyrod Taylor, So I'm going to go with Bengals defense on that one. And I picked Joe to win this one, so go Joe. Next we get up is Bryce and Barry, both downtrending teams right now, but could save the season here. Bryce got Carson Palmer, #2 quarterback in fantasy, I do believe, or #3. He's pretty up there. Brandon Marshall at Washington at them. I believe he can kind of tear it up. I'm really hoping. And Jarvis Landry at Tennessee has been putting up steady points because of kick returns and being steadily thrown to. Where Barry, I think the Aaron Rodgers-James Jones combo might really pay off this week. And Marcus Mariota. Big surprise. The guy's like top 10 quarterback. Go Mariota. But I take a coin flip on this one. I don't think it's anybody's game for sure. I can't even lean to one side. I'm going to go with the flip a coin on that one. Todd versus Tim. This is more of an instigated rivalry. But Tim can try to savor any part of his season with a win this week. And who better do it to than Todd? Where Todd's in a division where he really needs a win. I guess everybody in the division really needs one. We're going to break down Todd. Drew Brees at Atlanta. I think it's going to be one of them games. He's just going to have to keep throwing. Deion Lewis at Indianapolis, who has been stellar. and John Brown at Pittsburgh. I think one of them big plays where he just grabs it, goes for a touchdown, is really going to dictate his points. Phillip Rivers at Green Bay has the potential to be a shootout, but who knows? It might be a ground and pound. Gary Barnidge. I mean, with a name like Gary, the Barnyard Dog, go Tim, is going to tear it up this week again. And Andrew Luck coming back for New England, I think, is going to be his breakout. I think this is when he proves he's the number one pick. But it might be too little too late. Kenny versus Pat, that'll be a good work story. Kenny with Matt Forte. Like I said, start anybody against Detroit. I mean, you're dumb not to. Travis Kelce at Miami. I think he can just, he's the goal line target. They don't throw to wide receivers, so give it to Travis Kelce. And Kirk Cousins at New York Jets. I don't think it's going to start out very big, but I think once the New York Jets start pounding on the Redskins, I think Kirk's going to have to throw quite a bit. And then Pat's team with Le'Veon Bell, A.J. Green, and Martellus Bennett. And like I said, start everybody against Detroit. Le'Veon Bell against Arizona, I still think is going to stomp them. And A.J. Green at Buffalo. Buffalo's not the defense they used to be. So I'm going to go with Pat on that one. Get more involved. Jesus Christ, why do I got to say that? We got polls going on. We got message boards. Everybody jump on there. Get loaded in. And indulge yourself in fantasy. What is the fantasy? We're going to go through power rankings, too. At number 1 for 2 weeks in a row is Chris. 5-0. Go, Chris. In second, 2 weeks in a row, is myself with a 4-1 record. Pretty nice. Number 3, he's 2 up from 5th place. I'm going to go with Joe. I think Joe's a solid contender up there, and I think he can still win. 4th place, 3 up from 7th, is Todd. So I think Joe and Todd are really the up-and-comers in that division. I think they're going to run away with it, but that's just what I think. What do I know? Pat is downtrending. He's 2 down from 3rd place with a loss last week. Jason, I believe, lost 2. He's 2 down from 4th. He's kind of on a downward spiral, but I think the trade helped him out here. He's got a quarterback now. Nick, he's 1 down from 6th. I still think he's a middle-of-the-pack team with no quarterbacks. But he's got a solid team, I'll give you that. Jake, he's 2 up from 10th, so he might have saved the season here. We'll find out. Barry, like I said, you need to get a hold of it. He's 1 down from 8th. Bryce is 1 down from 9th. Kenny, you're not in last place anymore. You're 1 up. And Tim is in last place. Might as well change your team name to Detroit Lions. Go, Tim. In all honesty, the divisions are wide open for everybody. Maybe not Bryce. Bryce might have got the door shut on him. But in mine, we have Jake at 2-3, Barry 2-3, Kenny at 1-4, and Tim at 0-5, with me and Chris running it away. So hopefully somebody figures it out. And remember, it's not a wild card. It's not, if you guys all go 3-2 over there, it's not all you guys go in the playoffs. It's top 3, like we discussed. So try to beat your division and trounce your rival, as much as I can stress. And on that note, get more involved. Join the message boards, join in the polls, and read my stupid fucking notes and watch my stupid videos. Goodbye.